If you've recently realized that you really probably need to eat a little bit healthier, one of the first thoughts that probably come to mind is, how expensive is this going to be to eat healthy? In the last video, we discussed how to look at your current diet, figure out how bad is it, and let's say you've watched that, you've seen the light, you know that it's bad, and you know you need to make changes. And one of the first questions you're probably going to ask yourself is, well, is it going to be expensive to eat healthier? Because that's just what we've been kind of brainwashed into thinking, is that it's cheaper to go eat fast food than to actually sit and have real food that you've cooked at home. So, well, that's not just a simple yes or no answer, but let's go over a few concepts and some data points and get you the information so that you can figure this out. First of all, what do we mean by expensive? Generally, when people say that, especially in a situation like this, where you know you need to make changes, you know you have to eat differently, what you're really asking is this going to cost me more than what I'm currently doing? Now, when I was broke, living in the crack neighborhood in Florida, I was living on a pack of oatmeal in the morning, a 99-cent cup of ravioli at lunch, and sometimes if I felt like I was doing all right, I might have a $2 cup of soup at night. So I was living on a couple bucks a day, but it was not healthy, especially when considering how much I drank at night, which was definitely more than my food budget. So eating a proper diet at that point was definitely going to cost me more than that $3 or whatever. Well, if we go back to even a couple years before that, when I was still living in San Antonio, I was living on about $3 a day. Now for that, so this was in 2002, let's say. For that $3 a day, I was having a couple eggs, a hash brown patty, a sausage patty for breakfast. I'd have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at mid-morning snack. I'd have a cold meat sandwich and some chips or something at lunch. And I'd get home and I would barbecue on Sundays a family pack of pork chops, chicken breast, something cheap and healthy, and I could buy a bag of potatoes for $1.49 at the time. So everything was pretty cheap, and I could have a decent, relatively healthy meal for an average of $3 a day. Now, part of why I had to do that is because I had a $700+ car payment at the time, but the point is I was spending very little to eat pretty well. Let's go back to the examples from the last video where we had the worst, better, and healthy diets. First, let's look at the worst option, the one that we started with in that example. So calculating all the food costs in that example with tax on everything, because all that's subject to sales tax, and these days everything has a tip on it, so let's add tip to it as well. That makes for $94 for that one day food budget to eat horribly unhealthy. Granted, that diet is providing about triple the calories I actually needed in a day. But again, this is just a data point saying if you're going to eat like this in a day, this is what it would cost you. Let's go to the better option. When I made the improvements, now I add in sales tax and tip and everything, and that comes to $83 a day. So it's a little cheaper. It's still double the calories, so it's still way more than you need. But again, that example, that's what it costs you to eat that in a day. I've heard for years people gripe about how expensive it is to live healthy and how much it costs to eat healthy food and why they justify going to the drive-thru because it's so much cheaper. Now maybe that was true decades ago, but is it still true? We've all seen a surge in prices ever since COVIDflation hit everything hard. And then of course we had the increase in minimum wages, which meant fast food employees were getting paid more. So that cost went up as well. So we know that drive-through food has gone up significantly. But we also know that fuel costs after COVIDflation went way up, and transportation costs meant higher cost of everything, including healthy food too. To eat the best diet from the last video, the one that actually met my goal, that one actually got pretty close to my calories and my macros, and that came to $24.50 a day. That's a third of the better diet and almost a fourth of the worst diet in daily budget for food. Now, before you say, oh, well, that's biased because you're not getting as much calories, so of course it's going to be cheaper. Well, let's look at that. I put a normalization line on the spreadsheet as well, so you can see right here that eating healthy is half the cost per calorie than eating garbage. So even if you reduce the calories to equal amounts, the healthy option is still half the cost per calorie of the garbage diets. I also put unit cost per protein, carb, and fat for the macros, and every single one of them is cheaper too. And look at protein, which is where we need to make sure we're getting enough to keep our muscle mass, both men and women. It's a fraction of the cost of those other two diets. A few other factors to consider here. Now, for one, I prepared all this food at home, which has several implications. For one, there's no sales tax. There's no tip on any of that, which is not the case for the other two. So that's a big factor. It also means I'm preparing the food myself. I see exactly what goes into it. I know how much Himalayan pink salt I put on my eggs in the morning, not rolling the dice that they're going to use the cheapest salt and douse it. No restaurant is going to sneak in a bunch of fat or sugar or carbs or sodium or anything else. I have complete control over what I put in my body. Now, because of that, I am spending a little bit of time cooking at home. Now, the breakfast is made daily while I'm waking up and I'm getting other stuff ready for the day. The lunches, I can batch those. In other words, if you're going into an office, you can make several days worth and just take them in glass Tupperware and heat them up at work. You don't have to necessarily cook that meal every day. The simple meal from HEB, you can buy a handful of those, throw them in the fridge, and just throw them in the oven at night. So there's minimal effort required there as well. Another excuse I hear a lot is whining about, well, I don't have time to cook at home. Well, yeah, you do. You can get up plenty early to throw a couple eggs and some ham in a pan, to make the little yogurt and stuff while you're making your coffee, while you're getting your clothes laid out for the day, or letting the dog out, whatever little chores you have to do in the morning. It doesn't take that much time. And if you think about, well, if you want to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' drive-through in the morning when everybody else in the city's going through that, you think you don't spend a lot of time getting off your route to go there, to sit in that line, and then to get back on the path to wherever you're heading next? Of course that takes time. It takes, a minute to heat up a batched meal that you've made previously for lunch. For dinner, again, those simple meals take no time at all. You just throw it in an oven and it's ready in 20 minutes. And if you really look at it, how much time do you waste at night sitting around playing on your phone or whatever that you could just go to bed earlier and be more awake to get up and cook your breakfast in the morning? All about priorities. Now, as I said in the last video, yes, to be realistic, at some point you're going to want to go out and meet friends for a meal or get out of the house and have something to eat. Again, if it's done in moderation, it's not the norm, but it's the exception. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. So you may go over a few in your calories, ideally stay as close as you can to it, and it's not going to break the bank to go out for that one burger and fries once in a while. Getting back to defining expensive, $25 a day is still not what I would call cheap, right? That's $750 a month for a food budget, and that's just for one person. Yes, things across the board are way more expensive, especially since COVIDflation, and this is 8 times what my $3 a day budget was. However, if I compare the two, I've also deleted the cheap fillers like PB&J, the processed lunch meat, gone to all real meat, added the morning drink supplements and fresh fruit for better health. So that's going to add some cost to it. One of the biggest takeaways, if you look at all this, is that my biggest meal, breakfast in this example, even with the expense of that morning healthy drink, is still under $9. Now, that's just a little over half the cost of the extremely less healthy breakfast of drive-thrus of the other two options. In fact, the entire daily food budget of $25 is about the cost of just the dinners of the other two options. That's right. You can eat an entire day's worth of healthy food for the cost of one typical dinner out. And this is not an expensive dinner. This is a Chili's or Outback. Going back to an earlier question, can you still eat lunch at a drive-thru cheaper than you can make it to yourself? Is fast food a bargain like you thought it was? Nope. That fast food lunch is now 2 to 3 times the cost of that home-cooked healthy lunch. All that I've said between these two videos, I have shown you how bad diets are that you might have thought weren't really that bad. So now you have the facts as black and white as I can make them for you. If you're really concerned about your food budget, you have the answer. You know what to do. If you want to look and feel your best now and in the future, you know what to do. The world around you is not going to help you. Grocery stores are going to put all the garbage, processed, snack, shouldn't eat food in your way that you have to go through to get to fresh produce, the meat counter, dairy. You're going to see ads for every unhealthy food and drink option blasting you on TV, your phone, wherever you're looking. When was the last time you saw an ad for healthy fresh blueberries? You won't. Even your friends, they're not going to call you to go out for a salad. They're going to want to go out for pizza and beers. You have the information, you have the right answer, but it's up to you to make the correct, conscious decision to choose to lay out a healthy eating plan that's the best for you and your health and your budget. If you haven't done so, please click the link below to subscribe, click the little bell for notifications, and let's live for today.